Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Movie Star Entrepreneur Show. I am your host, Marshall Wayne. I'm a huge fan of coincidences or synchronicities, as you might know from books like Deepak Chopra's and Wayne Dyer. Anyway, the other day I'll read to you a post that I posted. Just a simple post, but I had been going back and watching a lot of old classic movies. So I wrote, Pacino in Dog Day Afternoon, De Niro in Taxi Driver, Brando in On the Waterfront, and Nicholson in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Amazing performances. I've been rewatching each of them over the last couple days. Amazing. So then I had a guy named Thom McFadden comment on this post, and if you guys don't know who Thom McFadden is, look him up. He's got an amazing new course. I want to show you what he wrote. Let's see. He wrote, Marshall, what do they all have in common? And of course I know who Thom McFadden is because Jason Moffat has worked with him for a couple of years and raves about him. So I said, Tom, they are all method actors who came out of the Actors Studio. I'm a huge fan of Inside the Actors Studio. You may have seen it on Bravo. And I'm especially a fan when they have old students on like De Niro and Pacino and Nicholson. But I could list so many people that came out of there, it makes my head spin. The list of actors who studied there is extraordinary. Then I said, but I'm just telling you something you obviously know. For everyone else who is interested in seeing the legends who studied there, go to, and then I put the Wikipedia address, and I'll just read off to you some of the people that went there. It's essentially the Harvard, you know, like Harvard churns out politicians and amazing lawyers, amazing businessmen, right? But this Actors Studio has turned out people like Dustin Hoffman, Harvey Keitel, Alec Baldwin, let's see, Martin Landau, Hayden Christensen, obviously Robert De Niro, James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, Jane Fonda, Paul Newman, obviously Al Pacino, like I mentioned before, Tennessee Williams, Gene Wilder, Christopher Walken, love Christopher Walken, Kevin Spacey, Sissy Spacek, Julia Roberts, Mickey Rourke, Sidney Poitier. So you get the idea. It's unbelievable. But anyway, Tom and I started corresponding. Things happen like that through Facebook, you know, you realize you have interests. And then we talked later that night and he taught me a bunch of things about being more charismatic on video and how to structure building a character, right? Because my site is going towards that, you know, designing characters for launches, things like that, like my new ISIS launch. I essentially am designing it around almost like a spy agency. So like you'll see the image that I'll put up right here. That's the main ISIS chamber, and then you'll see like I did a iPhone. You'll see it later. I don't want to debut the video just yet until I'm finished with it, but I essentially have a screen coming out of the iPhone, almost Iron Man style, like if you've seen the Iron Man movies. So I'm using things I see in movies to then structure my launches and do my videos. So anyway, Tom's got a launch with his sons out now. It's called Niche Celeb. So go to nicheceleb.com and check it out. I mean, this is the sort of thing that I get to learn through people like Tom, and he puts out courses so that you don't have to go and pay, you know, the personal money to hire him, which would be outrageous, you know, in comparison to the cost of the course. So anyway, I don't know, check that out. Also, I want to show you something funny that the McFadden brothers did. I mean, they've worked with people like I'll put it down there. I'll list it down at the bottom, the sort of people they've worked with. Tom put me in this list of people that he thinks are great video people, and so he rattled them off, and I was happy to be included in that list. So that's all I have for today. See you guys tomorrow.